I was in Baku in Azerbaijan recently, and I wanted to give you a sort of traveler's guide for this very interesting city, which was preparing for the F1 Grand Prix. If you want to know everything about the Baku F1 circuit, why it is so special and why we often see interesting races here, check out my other video in the description. First of all, how do you get there? There are a number of good flight connections, mainly from Istanbul and Moscow, but you can also fly to Baku from Prague, London and Milan. These flights are mostly with Azerbaijan Airlines, and I also took this airline. My plane was an old 767 with broken seats and not working screens, but it didn't matter because it was an overnight flight for me and it was cheap. But Azerbaijan Airlines also has very new planes, so you might be luckier than me. In general, Azerbaijan is also called the New Dubai. The small country at the Caspian Sea has lots of oil and they invest their new money everywhere. So it's a very interesting mixture of things. On one hand, it's an old Soviet state, so you still see old Russian cars, but they also have very good relations to the US and recently to China. So you see American spec cars in traffic, but also the latest Chinese electric cars. At the same time, Azerbaijan is a Muslim country, but not a very strict one. Women rarely cover themselves, and in Baku you have lots of nightclubs. We stayed very close to the famous and tightest corner in the F1 calendar, which is a great spot because it's in the middle between Old and New Town. Parts of the Old Town are up to 1,000 years old and UNESCO World Heritage. There are many small tight streets, and houses have a nice combination of Oriental architecture, beige stone and wood. The new town, however, is very different, with wide streets in a chess pattern. That's the reason why the F1 track only has one type of corner here, and houses have the European architecture with Oriental elements. After they first found oil in the 19th century, Baku wanted to be as posh as European cities. And so European architects came to Baku. One of them was Nikolaus von der Nonne, a German architect who built many houses in Baku and was so popular that he even became the mayor of Baku for some years. So today it's similar. Baku wants the latest and best. The new terminal at the Baku airport, for example, was designed by an Italian company, and tricky technical things like the round-tinted noise-reducing windows came from Germany. The airport is fully designed for Airbus A380s. Baku in general is cheaper than European cities, so restaurants and accommodation are not expensive, and the best way to travel within the city is Uber. If you walk the F1 track, it's a pretty good city trip because you walk along the coastline, through the new town and around the old town. Older people can still speak Russian, the younger generation speaks a bit of English. At the western side of the old town is the Baku cable car, built by an Austrian company, which brings you up the hill to the Shahidlar monument, and you have a great view from there. The last turn of the F1 track before the long straight is a huge roundabout. Just next to it is a mini Venice, which is very pretty. Just 100 meters from there is the Caspian Sea Waterfront Mall, a large modern shopping center, and at the top there is an indoor kart track where you can try to beat my record lap. Baku is also great at night. The combination of old buildings and new architecture is amazing. If you like cats, it's your city, because there are cats everywhere. And there are people everywhere keeping everything clean. So Baku is a very clean city as well. So all in all, Baku is an exciting place to go and definitely a great place to see a Formula 1 race. It's an uprising country, flight connections already improved over the years, it feels very safe and is still relatively cheap. So I hope this little background info is useful for some of you, and see you at the next video.